Hi guys, and welcome to Algebra 2. We are going to start, before we enter into Chapter 3, I want to refresh your memory a little bit. We want to start by graphing an equation in slope-intercept form. So here's our example. We have 4x plus y equals 8. In order to graph it in slope-intercept form, we need it in slope-intercept form. So we are going to start by solving for y, because we remember slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we want our equation to reflect that. So we're going to do some algebra to solve for y. We're going to subtract 4x from both sides. Okay, that's going to cancel out. I'm left with just y on the left side of my equal sign. Now we cannot, though we would like to, we cannot combine 4x with 8. So we are going to write it right next to each other. Notice the 4x is negative because I'm subtracting it, and that 8 stays positive. You always want to put your x first, your number with your x first, called the coefficient, because easier to graph that way when we recognize that pattern. So now we have slope-intercept form. We have solved for y, we have a number in front of x, and then a constant at the end. We remember that the number in front of x I'm going to call my slope. That constant at the end here, I'm going to call my y-intercept. My y-intercept tells me where to start on my graph. So since mine is 8, that means I'm going to start at 8 on the y-axis. I'm going to count by 2 since my graph is a little small here. 2, 4, 6, 8. That is my starting point, my y-intercept. That is always fun.
And go.
Alright, so we plotted our y-intercept at 8. Now we need to do the slope. Slope tells us where to move. Remember, slope is the same as rise over run. Or the change in your y, this is a delta, that means change in math. Change of y over the change in x. So you're always going to move up or down first. Okay. My slope is a negative 4. If I want to see which way I move horizontally, I need to make that into a fraction. Negative 4 is a fraction. We're just going to say negative 4 over 1. So that means I'm going to put my pencil at my y-intercept. I'm going to move down 4 to the right 1. Remember, we went by 2, so we have to take that into account. I move down to the next spot, and that's actually 2 spaces. So 2, 4. So down 4, right 1. You will always move to the right. It's always going to be up or down first, and then to the right. Okay? So we moved down 4, right 1. We're going to do it again because we want 3 points for a really good line. Down 4, right 1. I have my 3 points. I'm going to connect it with a solid line and put arrows on both ends. I have just graphed an equation in slope-intercept form.